Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Math Lesson Part 2. All right, this is going to be express and model measurements in smaller units. So we're still using the metric system. All right, this is Lesson 1, Part 2. We're going to look at what convert means again. The definition is up here. It says convert, to change the form of a measurement or use different units without changing the size or amount. The without is really important. All right, so I'm going to actually highlight that so that you guys don't forget that key vocab word. And you guys can highlight it as well. Okay? So to convert means you're using different units, but you're not changing the size or amount. Okay? So these are all conversions. 1 meter, the same amount, the same size, but in a different unit. How much is 1 meter in centimeters? Well, that would be 100 centimeters because there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, right? So if there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter, there's how many centimeters in 2 meters? You are correct, 200. 3 meters would have 300. Because we're going from meters to centimeters, I'm actually multiplying by 100 every time. Over here, okay, how many meters are in a kilometer? Remember, a kilometer is from Gaudet to Wendy's. How many meter sticks would that take? Well, if you remember from last week, 1,000. Okay? Which means in 2 kilometers, it would be 2,000. And in 3 kilometers, it would be 3,000. Okay? Little review from last time. All right, so these are number bonds. And what we're going to do is we're going to convert 150 centimeters to something different, but something that equals the same thing. Okay, convert. Remember, we're changing the form of a measurement using different units without changing the size or amount. Okay, so 150 centimeters is the same thing as, well, we can pull the 100. 100 centimeters is 1 meter, right? So we could do 100 centimeters, which is 1 meter. And how many centimeters? 1 meter, and the leftover would be 50 centimeters. Okay? So 150 centimeters is the same thing as 1 meter and 50 centimeters. Which means go ahead and try this middle one on your own. What would that be worth? What would be that? What would that be the same as? If you pulled out the 100 as 1 meter, that is correct. And the leftover would be the 45 centimeters. Okay. All right, so this one goes to meters. All right, so be careful, don't get confused. All right, but 3,400 meters. How else could I write that? Well, 3,000 meters from right up here is the same as 3 kilometers. So I'm going to pull down 3 kilometers. And what would be left once I used that 3,000 meters as 3 kilometers the 400 meters is still there. Maybe. If I could circle it, that would be great. Okay. All right. Pretty simple enough. All right. If you need to pause the video and try a couple, go ahead. Otherwise, we're going to add mixed units. Now, we can't add, I couldn't add, for example, 145 centimeters and 3,400 meters. I couldn't add those together because they have different units at the end, right? All right. So, in order to add mixed units, okay, kilometers and meters, or centimeters and meters, all right, we're going to have to change them, convert them, so that they're all the same unit. So this is an example. We have 7 kilometers plus 3,300 meters. Well, those aren't the same, meters and kilometers. So we need to choose, we need to convert them all to meters so that we can add them together. Well, I know 7 kilometers is the same thing as 7,000 meters. So I wrote 7,000 meters here, plus 3,300 meters is going to give us 10,000, right? 7,000 plus 3,000 is 10,300. Okay, but that's a huge amount. All right, so I can break that into something I can understand easier. All right, if I'm driving 10,300 meters, I'm not going to do that. I would drive in kilometers, right? So I would need to know that's 10 kilometers, because there's 10,000 meters, and 300 meters. Okay, so we're going to do this one down here. 5 kilometers plus 2,800 meters. Different units, so I need to convert. 5 kilometers is the same thing as, I want to change them both to meters. I can change 5 kilometers to 5,000 meters plus 2,800 meters is going to give me, well, 5,000 plus 2,000 is 7,800 meters. Okay, but I don't want to leave it like that. How many kilometers is 7,800 meters? It's 7 kilometers and 800 meters. Okay, we can do the same thing with meters and centimeters. 4 meters plus 16 centimeters. This isn't a great example, but let's say it was 160. Your paper will say 160. 4 meters plus 160 centimeters. Okay. How many centimeters is 4 meters? Well, 4 meters is the same thing as 400 centimeters. Okay. And 160 centimeters. 160 centimeters. Now they're both in centimeters, so I can add them together. 400 plus 100 is 500, and my 60, 560 centimeters is going to be 5 meters and 60 centimeters. Okay? Addition, all you need to do is change them to the same unit, okay? Subtraction, you can do 2 different ways, all right? But you can do it very similar to this, all right? Just like how we changed it, convert it to it, all right? 10 kilometers minus 3 kilometers and 140 meters. So the best thing to do here is change this all to meters, all right? so that they're all in the same unit. So 10 kilometers would be 10,000 meters, and 3 kilometers and 140 meters. 3 kilometers is 3,000 meters, and then 140 meters. Okay, this is why we did that whole unit on subtraction across zeros. Now you know how to do this. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 4 I can't do. Go next door. Go next door again. Go next door again. Make this a 0. 10. Cross it out, make it a 9. Cross it out, make it a 10. Still doesn't help me. Cross it out, make it a 9. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 3 is 6. Same unit. And I can change this back. 6,860 meters, okay, is the same thing as, well, I have 6,000 meters, so that's 6 kilometers and 860 meters. Okay, I can definitely do it that way. All right, the other way that you could also do it, okay, I want to show you really quick, and we'll just use one of these options in the next one. I could also say this like regrouping, okay? I could do 10 kilometers minus 3 kilometers and 140 meters, okay? So I could say there's 0 meters here, right? This is 10 kilometers and 0 meters, right? So 0 minus 140 I can't do, right? So I could go over here and borrow one of these kilometers. There's 10 of them here. I could make this 9 kilometers, and I could take that 1 kilometer that I had here, and 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters, and make this 1,000, right? So now I could do 1,000 minus 140. Well, 1,000 minus 140, I'd still have to regroup, right? Zero minus 0 is 0. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 1 is 8. Okay? I know they're a little off, but this 0 minus 0, 10 minus 4, 9 minus 1, and I have no, this 1 was borrowed, okay? 860 meters, and then 9 kilometers minus 3 kilometers is 6 kilometers. Now I have 6 kilometers, 860 meters. Is that what I got over here? Yep. So you can do it either way, okay? Either way. I'm going to just do this one over here the first way, but you could do it the second way too. All right, so 5 meters, which is the same, oh, and we've got meters, meters, and centimeters. I'm going to change it all to centimeters. So I'm going to do 500 centimeters. I'm just going to put this down for a second. Centimeters minus 125 centimeters. Okay, so we've got that written. And we're going to subtract. Borrow, right? 0 minus 5 I can't do. Go next door. Go next door again. The 5 becomes a 4. The 0 next door becomes a 10. Now it's a 9, so I can borrow 1 to make this 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 1 is 3. And these are all centimeters. Now, can I simplify 375 centimeters? Yes, because there's a 300 there. That's the same as 3 meters and 75. I can't write. So it would be the same as 3 meters and 75 centimeters. Okay? Again, if you need any part of that, go ahead and rewind.